My name is Arthur Milner, and I wrote a play called Facts. It's a murder mystery. It's a murder mystery set in Hebron in the West Bank. Facts opened about a year ago at the Great Canadian Theatre Company in Ottawa, but what's very exciting about it now is it's actually going to be produced in Arabic in the West Bank, in Jerusalem, and in a couple of cities in Israel, and it's also going to be in Hebron, where much of the play takes place. Why did I write Facts? In 1991, I wrote a play called Masada, which was my first play about the Middle East, and it's a history of Zionism. For the next 20 years, I paid attention to events in the Middle East, and I read a lot about a field called biblical anthropology. This is when anthropologists go and look at what happened or what didn't happen in terms of what it says in the Bible. One of the things that biblical anthropologists have found out, for example, or claim they found out, is that there was no Exodus, that the Israelites were never slaves in Egypt, and while it's a very good story, it didn't actually happen. I thought, that's pretty dramatic. One day I will write a play about this. Then I heard about the murder in Ramallah in the West Bank of an American anthropologist teaching at Birzeit University, and I went, here's a murder mystery, I'm going to write about this. It brings together a lot of things I'm interested in. That actual murder was the jumping off point for my play. In my story, I bring together an Israeli detective and a Palestinian detective to do the investigation. There's something very exciting for me about having this play produced in Arabic and touring through Palestine, for two reasons. One is that the actual murder happens in Hebron, and people who live there are going to see the play. The second thing is that for the artistic director of the Palestinian National Theatre and for other people involved in the theatre to think that what I've written speaks to them, is important to them, and should be seen by the people who live there is pretty remarkable, and I'm very proud of that. For this play to happen, though, it's going to need some support. Palestinian theaters have very little money, and they always work in international co-productions. In this case, the co-producer is a New Theatre of Ottawa, and they've already received a grant from the Canada Council, which is a great beginning. But for this to continue, for it to happen, we need your help.